So the Ant-Man situation has YouTube's just thrown a complete Uno reverse card into this situation. I'm going to be honest. Now, I apologise if I don't sound my best. Unfortunately, I have hay fever and it's bloody terrible this year. So if I don't sound my best, I apologise, and that's probably why I don't look as attractive as I usually do. Anyway, so I thought when I was doing another video on this situation that we would be rejoicing in the fact that Quantum TV got banned for breaking God knows how many TOS on YouTube, because I think Mudahard from Some Ordinary Gamer said it's much easier to list off the YouTube terms of service that he hasn't broken rather than what he has broken. The list goes on. Just external links, bullying and harassment, the copyright situation, which is probably the worst one he's done, ban evading. So the Atman puts up another video on the situation, basically going over every single bit of evidence that he has, and it gets taken down for, I do believe, nudity and sexual content. I guess the poorly photoshopped image of a cucumber in Quantum TV's mouth was a little bit too much for YouTube. Pure speculation, obviously. But that is the only thing I can think of in that video. But yeah, and then not too long after that happened, he got his two other of his videos got age restricted and demonetized. And then, which I think's a very, very, very big red flag in this situation, is his. So when a video gets taken down from YouTube, you are allowed to appeal it, and it can either be automatic or human or human reviewer, because they do exist over at YouTube. However, this got rejected within 30 minutes of this human reviewer watching the video, which means they haven't watched it all the way through, because the Atman's video was 56 minutes long. So that's a good half of the video that this human reviewer did not watch. Now, what I'm about to say is pure speculation. Excuse me. What I'm about to say is pure speculation. This situation, I think there's something going on at YouTube here. This is very similar to what happened with the Suzy Lu situation a couple years ago, where Suzy Lu, from my speculation in that, is that she was being protected by YouTube. In this, I think YouTube are trying to make an example of the Atman here, but this has backfired on them massively, more so than Suzy Lu, because by YouTube removing the Atman's video, they have activated the Streisand effect, where nearly everyone is talking about this now. Philip DeFranco made a video about this, in which he interviewed the Atman, and YouTube has seriously fucked up when Taylor Lorenz, of all people, is siding with the Atman. And you also know in this situation, this is a shit situation, when J Station, yes, that banned 3am YouTuber, is siding with Quantum TV. If you don't believe me, J Station's tweets about this are fucking hysterical, and I would love to do a video just on their own, but I'm probably going to milk this situation too much by doing 3 videos about this in a row, so I'm not going to do that. But his tweets are fucking hysterical. So, and then you see like a load of other people talking about this. Like here we got Tech Review USA. His one of his videos on it got limited ads on it, or essentially demonetized. Also, by the way, I don't think this has anything to do with Quantum TV. He would be extremely stupid in this situation to do anything else. He has already called the Atman's mum about this, which is like the most pathetic thing. Not most pathetic thing in this situation. Which also everyone is taking this as that is pretty much doxing the Atman's mother. So that's another shit thing that Quantum TV's done. He's admitted it in a situation. He says that he knows, he knows nearly everyone in Atman's family and where they live. He has outright said that in a video that is still up and still monetized. So I just don't know there's something going on here. And then obviously his obviously there his channel gets officially demonetized, and the reason for that is because if I can find it, is because YouTube claimed that Atman was threatening to dox members of YouTube. That is not the case. I will admit, Atman, the third tweet, which is about this, took this, I will admit, step over the line. Very, very, it was still a satirical joke. I don't really think he should have put it when he's clearly in someone's bad books at YouTube, because I think this is someone at YouTube who has taken a big dislike to Actman. That is my opinion, and that is speculation. The tweet was satirical, very satirical. And here we go. Atman calling YouTube out, saying that I thought you guys couldn't investigate tweets that are deleted or any off-platform stuff, because that's what they did with Quantum TV. Atman gave YouTube a load of information, but they said can't really do anything about it because either this stuff's been deleted or it's off-platform. So YouTube have just contradicted themselves there. So yeah, the tweet was this one. I'm excited to announce a new series of videos I will be making on YouTube called Doxing Adventures with Actman. In it, I will be doxing and harassing family members of YouTube employees and other content creators. It should have lots of family fun in it. With YouTube's new policy changes that allow doxing and invasion of privacy, I am fully allowed to make these videos. Please stay tuned for this new generation of advertiser-friendly content. If you see this tweet as serious, you're an idiot. I don't actually know how anyone can take that tweet seriously. Should it have been put out? Probably not. But again, it happens. I mean, I've said this on my Twitter, but this does have the potential of going mainstream 100%, because again, YouTube and also Quantum TV in this situation invoked the Streisand effect by trying to silence people talking about this situation, and then therefore people are talking about it a lot more. So I don't quite get what they were doing. I just don't get YouTube's thought in this situation. I can't believe anything hasn't happened to Quantum TV yet. Am I surprised by that? No, because again, this is my own personal opinion and speculation. YouTube doesn't really have a great track record of enforcing their policies properly. Here we go. I will fully stand by this. I do think something's going to happen with Quantum TV. What that will be, I don't know. Either he's going to be demonetized indefinitely, or he will be 100% taken off the platform. I don't understand how YouTube can ignore all the evidence of his homophobia tweets, saying that, like the iconic one that's been brought up, too bad you want a Pulse victim, which is in reference to the second deadliest mass shooting in American history. Here we go. Batman's situation could actually go mainstream, just put a spotlight on YouTube even more. YouTube is shit when Taylor Lorenz takes Atman's side. Remember, this all started because Quantum TV had a shit take on Elden Ring, and that is what will start this off, because Quantum TV had a shit take on Elden Ring. Mischief picked it up. Quantum TV didn't like that video, decided to copyright strike him, that video, it got removed by mischief, and then I do believe got put back up. But the fact there needs to be something in place on YouTube that punishes people who abuse the copyright system, because it is so easily abusable. I don't understand why there's something not in place, because no one gets punished for it. Susie Liu didn't get punished for it. Well, obviously Matt Hoss got taken to court by H3H3, so he did get punished for it, and that set precedent on YouTube for copyright takedowns. Derek Savage, I don't think anything really happened to him when he copyright struck a load of stuff when people criticised his Cool Cat movie. I do think there needs to be something in place, whether that be I don't know, like kind of like a community guideline system where you get 3 strikes and you're out. I don't know if something happens with that, but the problem is the copyright system they're like nukes essentially in real life. We know everyone on YouTube knows how bad they are to use. So we've all collectively, it's like an unwritten rule. You don't use it, but then people still do, and then they get upset when people call them out for using it, because you just don't use it to silence your critics. You use community. You can just the reason people use the copyright system instead of flagging it for community guidelines is because the way YouTube works, and because they're protected under safe harbor law, they have to get that video taken down immediately, which is why it's so effective in silencing criticism, the copyright system. So we'll see where this situation goes. It's so close to going mainstream, but I almost want it to. Could this lead to the next adpocalypse? I don't personally think so. I think that might be people overreacting a little bit. But then again, I'm not monetized on YouTube, so take my opinion with a grain of salt, perhaps. Again, that's just my personal opinion. But again, we'll see where this situation goes. If you want to talk about this situation on your channel, absolutely go for it, because the more people speak up about this, the better. The injustice that has been given towards the Atman is just severe and over the top, in my opinion. That it didn't need to happen. Probably should have happened to Quantum. It should have happened to Quantum TV. But if YouTube play the Uno reverse card and they want to double down on this situation, feel free. Streisand effect's going to come into full force. So that is it for this video. I'll just see you in the next one, because whether that be a different video or an update to this story, we shall see in the coming days. But if you want to follow me on Twitter at Brideriser, I'm pretty sure it sticks to my channel anyway. But I'm easily found. Just see me in a Ferrari t-shirt holding a Ferrari mug and you found me. And I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.